Hey guys, Brito here. Welcome back to Gold Rush the Game, and here we are for tutorial number 7. We're going to do the Tier 3 wash plant setup tutorial and guide. So we're going to do our mining store and machine shop guide to start with. Well, it's starting to get a little bit dark, so we'll do it nice and quick, and then I will come back when we're back at the claim, getting ready to set things up early the next morning. So first of all, we're going to be at the mining store. You see our truck's already here, ready to go. I've taken out a loan of $300 and something odd thousand, $350 or $360, I think it was. Going to pay back $13,000 a day, so we need to get pumping and make sure we've got some money in the bank. We need to get at least 13 ounces of gold a day to make sure we can pay back this loan. So first of all, we want to come in. We want to buy a water pump. So this is pretty much going to be if we're starting all over again. We've got no pumps, no generators, and nothing back at our home area. We're going to buy a water hose thin. We're going to buy water hose fat ×2 just to make sure we've got extra. We're going to go and get a filter as well, and hopefully we don't lose this one. We've been losing a lot lately. Let's buy 2 just in case. We also need power rope fat ×2 if I remember correctly. Power rope thin ×2 as well, and we need an extension cord for the thin one. And 5-meter hook rope. I think we only really need 4, but I have done this before, and I have snapped 2, so I'm going to buy 6 just to make sure we've got enough. In the end, we don't want to have to be coming backwards and forwards. So you can buy a 4-meter if you want, but I don't think you really need the 4-meter ones. The 5s do the job well enough, and the bigger 7-meter ones, I don't think we need them at this stage. So I didn't actually use them at all when I brought them in my other game. So I've started a whole new game and not a whole new Let's Play series, but this is going to continue on from my other Let's Play series, because unfortunately the save game was a bit dodgy and it wouldn't allow me to load it properly, so I had to start all over again. So hopefully they've got the save features fixed from now on. You can only hope, I suppose. But yeah, so we get our truck loaded up nice and quick. Hopefully you guys can still see okay. I know it's night time, but we're just at the shop, so it shouldn't be too bad. Grab our extension cord as well. A couple of filters. Chuck them on top. Still really annoyed with these bloody things there. They don't really need them there, I don't think. But anyway, so we'll shut the back of that. We've still got to grab our chains. Don't forget, we don't need buckets because I've got absolute heaps back at the claim. I'm going to grab 6 ropes just in case. So buy all of those because I know, as I said, I did snap 2 before, so it's not going to hurt to have too many. Just going to chuck everything on top. And then, as I said, we'll go and buy all the stuff we need from the machine shop, the machinery area, and then I'll come back in the morning when everything's set up ready to go. So I'll unload all this sort of stuff, so you guys don't have to see that, because it's going to take a very, very long time for us to get this Tier 3 wash plant all set up ready to go. So I'll continue to load this stuff in. Our last rope. Hopefully we're not going to have to use all 6, but we'll have to wait and see. So our truck is absolutely chockers. Might need some lights. So we'll head straight down here, and you'll probably already notice, well, you'll notice that I've got a fuel trailer here ready to go. Just to power the Jenny and all that sort of stuff, but I'll just sit that there for now. We don't need to worry about it. Probably should have shut it down, but anyway, so we're going to come in here to the machine shop. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to buy a big excavator. I don't think the little one will be big enough or powerful enough to move all the stuff around. Then you head on over here and we'll pick up the front end loader as well. Pick up the big power generator as well. Make sure our lights on. Pick up the big fuel tank. Now the big fuel tank isn't necessary, so that's an optional thing that you can buy if you don't want to. You don't have to, you can still continue to use the fuel trailer, that's fine. Pick up the shaker. We're going to pick up the Trommel. Then we're going to pick up the Duplex Jig, which collects gold and magnetite in the bottom. We're going to pick up the sluice box, the Rocks Sluicebox, and I have already realised that I've forgotten a couple of things, but we'll come back and grab those later. Rocks Sluicebox, TDJ Sluicebox, all of those. So we've missed the mats and also the covers, whatever they're called, but I'll come back and we'll get them later on once it's a little bit easier. So at the moment we're just going to have to send everything to our claim, which is going to cost an absolute fortune. $11,450 to transfer everything to the claim. We've still got a fair bit of money left, which is good. So what I'll do now, guys, is we'll come back when we're at the next morning, everything's set up, ready to go, and we'll get stuck into getting this Tier 3 set up into place. Righto, guys, we're back at the shop quickly, so I thought I'd just come in and show you guys what we need to do. So you'll need to run over here and you need to pick up 6 miner's moss mats. So 6 of those. We'll go over here and pay for those quickly. I'll get those in and start loading them into the truck. So you can see I've got the fuel trailer on the back as well, so we'll just chuck all this straight in. We probably could have done with bringing the trailer down instead of having the fuel trailer, but oh well. Needed to get some fuel. And then we're going to have to go back in, and there's still 3 other things we need to buy. Well, it's one thing, but we need 3 of. Still stuck on these bloody posts and they're annoying. Whoops, that was a pretty bad throw. Pick him back up. Put him back in, there we go. And we need to run in back to the same spot, but just off to the left of it. And we've got 3 miners grills is what we need as well. So you've got 6 mats and 3 grills. So you don't need the 6 grills because 1 mat or 1 grill covers 2 of the mats. So just chuck that straight on and hopefully it doesn't have too much of an issue. Didn't mean to actually let go of it then. There we go. Chuck it on. Hoping all this stuff stays there until we get back. Anyway, so that's the other things that I did miss. I need to quickly pick this one up. There we go. The 3 things I did miss, or the 9 things I did miss, which is 2 of. So once again, we'll come back when we're back at the claim the next morning, ready to set things up. Righto, guys, here we are next morning back at the claim. You can see everything's lined up here, ready to go. We're pretty much just going to jump straight in our excavator. Start it up. Going to go to the outside view, of course. Extend the arms out. Bring the bucket down a little bit. Let's just leave it there for now. So what we'll do is we've got our 6 chains still in the back here. Everything else is been unloaded. So we'll just hook up all these chains. We'll leave a couple still in there, of course, that way we know where they are in case we do break some, which is highly likely. So our bigger excavator, I think, is a must to get this set up. I'm not sure if that little one is going to have enough power and enough height, because it can be quite challenging getting all this stuff hooked up and put in the right spot. So the first thing we'll grab this. So it'll show you this is where we're going to have to put all our mats and all that sort of stuff into. So there's 6 mats in here in total, so we need to pick this up and drop it off over into there. So we'll jump straight in. Big excavator. Go back to driving mode. We'll rattle on over here. We'll see how chains are dragging a little bit, but it shouldn't matter too much. So you see all these lengths are all laying all over the place. So what I do is I'll just disconnect it, reconnect it, and then join it. That is the easiest way to make sure you're getting the right hook, like right corner to corner, if you know what I mean. Obviously that one you know which one it is, so we can just hook it straight over to there. There we go. And now you want to make sure our bucket's out, we'll bucket up and we can tilt that out. So that's pretty much as high as we can go. So you can imagine the other little loader, I don't think would, or excavator would have enough height, I don't think. Let's get this connected up. So now this is a little bit challenging to get things in the right spot, so you need to just sort of be careful and think about things before you go throwing things on here, there and everywhere. I know the first time I did it, I just went down the row and put whatever on it. Didn't really matter where, but it'll show you where things need to go. So as far as this one goes, we should be able to, I'm hoping, just come up through here. Hopefully just lower it down, extend our arm out a little bit, and I don't think we're going to have enough reach to get it from here. Maybe not, I don't think so, so we'll need to lift it back up. Oop. Come back down the bottom. Oops, be very careful we don't go snapping chains and stuff. So we'll need to just come down the bottom. You can see I've dug out absolutely heaps from there. So there we go, we're down here now. So we'll change to our excavator controls. You can even go to the bucket view if it's going to help, although we can't really see a great deal. There we go, so it should just connect in place once it's close enough to it. So that's in, so we'll go back to, swing this back around, go back to driving controls. It must be a little bit stuck on that ramp there, but I'm going to have to come in with a loader and tidy this up. And all these little triangle bits here of dirt you can and will actually get stuck on with loaders and dozers and stuff, unfortunately, at this point in time, until they've fixed it all up. We'll move the mobile wash plant just out of the way. And we'll come back obviously later and we'll continue to dig where we are. So unfortunately there's no multiplayer, guys, if that's one thing that you're thinking. Not yet, there's no multiplayer, so that little excavator now is pretty much going to be useless. So we'll go and park him up somewhere out of the way and we'll start using the big one once we go back to actually digging again. And we'll just continue to dig straight back down that way, I think, and we'll leave this side till last to get it on the way out. So we're going to grab another piece now. Now I'm not sure what piece we should get next, to be honest. So we'll sort of just pick a piece up and wing it, hopefully. So that's the inside. In and out. So I might grab this one from this side, I think. Just go forward, we'll stop there. Oops. Stroke this arm out, curl this bucket. There we go, that should be enough. Jump on down, as I said, just disconnect, reconnect. That's the easiest way to do it so we don't get confused of which hook's what while they're sort of stuck to the ground there. Jump back in our excavator again. Bring the arm in and we'll push the bucket out a little bit. So it needs to go around the other side. So I think that's the reason why we've grabbed it this way. So when we go up this way and turn to our left, we're going to be on the right side. It's one of those things, I have done this before, but I can't remember which piece goes where and all that sort of stuff. So just sort of need to make sure, always make sure you've got the in part on the left hand side or the cab side of the excavator, and then obviously we'll come around this side. If I had went around the other side, the outside would have been on the wrong side and the inside would have been on the wrong side as well. So just a little bit easier to come this way. You can see all the stuff that I've just chucked down on the ground for now. So hopefully we should be able to just swing this, curl the bucket up, bring that in as well. There we go. Done. Try and back up without running over our little water pump there, which just clipped. So we'll go and grab the next part now. As I said, we'll try and keep the in part to the left hand side of the excavator. Hopefully we won't run into any issues. So not sure, we can't read what it says just yet. Yep, so that's the right way. Just come straight forward, just try and square up with it a little bit. Should be fine. Changed it to the bucket controls again. That should be about right there, should be okay. But once again, just grab each hook. You can pretty much put it together any way. You can put the trommel in first if you wanted to, or the shaker, or you know, whatever you want to do. But we'll just go down this way because obviously these are in the way of getting to that properly. So let's work our way down, and we'll quickly have a look. So I'm hoping pick this up. Now we might need to, it's got to go on the left hand side, so we might need to come back around the other side. Come back up over the hill. Well, we should have probably really picked it up the other way, but we should still be able to come up over the hill and swing it around to the left, and we should be okay. So you can load this up either side with the loader, come up that side or this side. I think this side's probably not quite as steep as this side. That's got more of a gradual steep. That's more of a just a straight up incline. So see if we can reach from here. I don't think we'll be able to. There we go. We could. Once again, we'll just square ourselves up with the tracks. Park brake off, of course. So there should be another one that goes down this way, and then there's a one just here in front of us now, sort of just behind the wood part just in front of us, which I think is probably the smaller one. So we want the in to the right hand side on this one if we can, I think. Yep, there we go, that should be right. Put that there. Should be okay. Because we've got the 5 meter hooks instead of 4 meter hooks, it gives you a little bit of leeway with not having to get things right slope as quite in the center as you would if you had the shorter hooks. It's a fair bit of lag trying to get in at the moment. Tuck the bucket in, extend the arm out. Yep, so that's exactly the way I wanted it. It's going to go just there, so this will get rid of the bigger rocks once you put everything straight on top of the sluice box there, or whatever you want to call it, the trommel, I should say. The shaker it is. So bring that into there, straight in, easy does it. So now we want to have the in on the left hand side. Once again, so to go from in this way and out that side is next lot of rocks. So come around and sort of nose up to the trommel, or the shaker, I think it is. I think that's a shaker and that's a trommel over there. Swing it around this way. There we go, that'll do. Come down, tuck the bucket in again. I think that should be okay. Hopefully we've got enough length to reach to this end. We should do. Actually, that's the wrong corner. From there to there. Yep. Yeah, so the rope's too short. We can't quite make it. From there to there. From there to there. Now I'll just jump in and move the bucket to the left a little bit. Jump back out again. Should be more in the center now. So imagine if you had the 4 meter hooks, it'll be even tighter. Just trying to get that to work. So there we go, that's up. So change to driving mode again. So we'll come around the back and drop it down. You could have come around the front, but there's not a great deal of room, so if we can come up over the top of the back, it should be a lot easier. Then we'll just put in a few more things. So the shaker goes on top, the trommel goes down the bottom, and then the duplex jig will be the last thing we put in place. You can see I've moved the magnetite separator over to here out of the way. The wave table's inside the tent still. So we'll come up here and then we can get this into place. Oops. Might have had to, we should have really put that in first before that other piece, but luckily it went in. So we'll come back now and we can grab the shaker, that'll go straight on top up here. I can't remember which way it goes now. I think that metal grate bit goes to the left hand side, so we'll need to come around the other side and pick it up. Yeah, I think it does, because the big rocks bounce off, land in there and roll down the side, so we'll just nose up to the duplex jig, I think, and then swing around and we should be okay. Go. Hopefully that's okay. Try and get a run and jump up onto there. It's not going to let us. Oh, there we go. Just from there to there. That one to that one. Not sure if we're going to be able to reach it now. Just from there to there. Come around the other side. We got lucky there. Connect that onto there. That connect? Did. That was very lucky. Perfect timing. Right, so we'll lift it up, extend the arm out. Extend our bucket right out as well. You can see the shadow up there, so we definitely picked it up the right way. I think the trommel, I can't remember if the motor goes to the front or the back. I think the motor does go to the back. Guess we'll have to just pick it up and see, and then if we need to adjust it, we'll have to put it on the ground somewhere and adjust it if we need to. So this is going to be a fairly lengthy tutorial, guys, because it does take a long time to get all this set up. Just drop it straight into place. There we go. So it takes power and water. Then the Trommel takes just power. And I think, does a Duplex Jig take power as well? It must do. Yeah, I think it does. I think it only takes yellow power though. I'm not sure if we need an extension for the fat power rope or just the thin, but we've got one for the thin, I know that much. Okay, we shut that down, we'll curve that back in, shut the bucket at the same time. There you go. It's probably too far to the right, I'd say. So that's the outside. I knew it wouldn't connect. So that's the dirt comes in that way, and that goes out that side. So we need to be the other way around anyway. So we'll disconnect these, jump back in, and come around the other side of it. Not that we have a great deal of room, and also we've got the Duplex Jig stuck to the front of the excavator, if we can get it off. Now it's stuck to that. Hopefully it'll let go eventually. There we go. Not ideal, but it's out of the way. So we'll come around the other side. So we'll have to go around the front to drop this in. Nose up beside this power generator that we've got here. Around about there. Hopefully that'll be perfect spot. We can stuck on the tracks there. No, not the perfect spot. Okay, well let's get this other end connected. And then try and move the bucket back down the other way. We didn't try and connect this on, did we? I don't think this will be... No, didn't think so. So let's move it to the left a little bit. Doesn't want to be able to reach from there. There we go. We'll pick this one up. Connect it to there. So I hope we're in the right spot. Might drive up and over the top here because I'm got a feeling that we might be the wrong way around. It might need to go this way up and over the top. We'll have to wait till we get there a bit closer and have a look from the other side. It's trial and error, I suppose. You need to work out where things go. So I think that's the generator there, the power. So yeah, it does go this way, which is fine. So we'll just drop that into place. There we go. come back now. Got one more thing to pick up, big thing to get that ready to go, and then we've got a couple of containers to move as well. So that needs power and water, and then power down the bottom as well. So make sure the generator, we'll put the generator and fuel right here where we're sitting now. Make sure the generator's on that side. Tuck that bucket in, there we go. Plug that into there. Oh, didn't quite get it that time. There to there we go. Come around the other side. There we go. Now we pick it up and it should not have too much of a drama. It's going to go upside down. I don't think that's going to work. Somehow. Unless it magically flips itself over. We'll have to go around the front side this time. So obviously you wouldn't have this upside down, you'd have it the right way, but there's not a lot we can do. I don't know if it's... We'd be able to flip it over ourselves anyway, just using the chains, but we'll see if we can get it in a place without having to flip it over. I'm not the best guy using chains and excavators and stuff. First time I did this, I was absolutely terrible at it, worse than this, and I'm still having a bad enough time at the moment, so imagine how bad I was the first time. So get on the level ground, there we go, and we'll drop it. Oops, snapped a rope. I knew we'd snap one eventually. Hopefully it'll flip itself over. Oh, no, snapped another one. Oh wow, we snapped more than one. I've only got one left. Need to put it down now. See if we can. There we go. Down, see if we can turn it right. There we go. I've only got one chain left, and we only brought 6, so we're going to be short chains that we need to finish the job. That's how easy chains can be broken, I suppose. So I need to try and get out of here now. Struggling a little bit with these few lumps of dirt that are still left behind, which I'll have to come back and clean up with the loader. So what I'll do, guys, is I will pause the episode here yet again. I'll go and get some more chains, or another chain at least. I will put both of these big generator and the fuel tank into place. I'll show you where I put it, but I won't do it on camera, and then we'll get all the little fine-tuning things done. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very, very soon. Rightio, guys, we're back. So everything's set up, ready to go. We've got the fuel container up here, the large fuel container, and the big Jenny up there as well. So what I'm going to do is we'll get started on the power, I suppose. So we've got to run power into there and also power into here, which is just on the end of that connection there. So things are going to be a little bit tight, but whoop, there we go. Connect that one to that one because it doesn't have to go quite as far as the other one. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to get through there. I don't think we can, so we need to sort of try and jump up there if we can, which I don't think we will either. So let's run this way. Now we can actually reel it in a little bit. There we go. So it's sort of not going all that way around the world. chuck that into there. You'll see it's sort of coming up and over the edge there now, so that's good. I think I didn't. No, we did. We got enough blue. I think this one is a yellow cord. It is. So we'll grab a yellow cord, connect it onto there. We'll run up the steps here, around to the left, straight up, and then I want to run directly up this way. So wherever you run is where the power cord is going to go. I don't think it's quite going to have enough. It's not to get to where we want to go. So I mean, the only option we have is we could possibly tighten it and run it down through there. And I don't know if it'll still make it or not. We'll go close, but let's see if we can just stand here and hold it. See the yellow line going around there, so see if we can tighten it up as much as we can. And that's pretty much as tight as it'll go. So then we'll run across here, jump. Will it make it? It will. I didn't think it would, but it's done that. So the other reason why I brought the yellow extension was for that reason. I didn't think it was going to be long enough, but it's just long enough. So now we've got to connect our trommel, which is just here. So we'll connect it there. Try and get up here as well. Run around and over. This should make it in one go. Hence the reason why I've tried to plug it into there, but try and get it so it's not all curved up. There we go. And our fuel tank is there. I have ordered fuel. For some reason it's still red and I can't use it, so I'm not sure what's actually going on there. But anyway, it's got power to that, and down the bottom. So we need 2 buckets down there and we need water into here. So what I'll do is we'll run straight down into here where I've got a ton of buckets. I'll just jump and throw it. Hopefully it gets down there somewhere. Come back in and grab another bucket. So you could have brought the 2 new ones if you wanted to, but I knew I had 10 laying around here. So that's nearly empty. So the trailer nearly doesn't quite fill up a whole big Jenny there. Okay, we've got another bucket laying around here somewhere, wherever it landed after we threw it. Landed right in the trommel itself, so we'll grab that, jump over the other side. There we go. So that's that connected, and it's got the buckets in there ready to go. So now we're going to need water for the machine up here. So we'll get that over there out of the way. We'll grab a hose. Now I think we connect that on this side here as well. We do, just here. So we'll connect that directly to there, and we'll just run straight down this way. So we can obviously just connect it straight to there. Move these things out of the way. So if we didn't have that there, we would have used this pump and that hose down there and the filters as well. But because we've got extras, that's okay. We don't really need it. So I'll just leave this stuff here for now. I'll tidy all this stuff. Why wasn't let me pick it up then? Off camera. So now the only thing we've got left to do is the miner's moss. The moss mats, whatever you want to call them, but they're called miner's moss. So you run up the steps, jump on the top, whoops, and then put a mat in. Come back and grab another mat. Another mat. So it takes 6 mats and 3 of the miner's grill. So you might remember the hog pen only took the 4 mats and didn't take any miner's grill at all. Oops. And also the wash plant didn't take any mats or any grills or anything. That was just the mobile wash plant just did it all by itself. So put that into there. Mobile wash plant we're going to keep at the moment. We're going to continue to use it. Or potentially in my Let's Play series I will actually move it to a whole new claim and go from there. See what we can do at another claim. I haven't been to any other claims yet, so I don't know what they look like. I don't know how good they are or how good they're not. But the only place I've been is here, so I think there we go. We've got the miner's grill. So we bring that up. Stick that there and you'll see that it's covered 2 of those mats. As I said, there's going to be 2 grills or 3 grills to 2 mats in each. Should be our last grill. Yep, it is. I wasn't sure if I had an extra one laying there. It looked like I did, but didn't. So there we go. That's all set up. So we've got the Duplex Jig down the bottom here, which requires our yellow power 2 buckets. We've got the 6 miners moss mats in here with the 3 miners grills. We've got the Trommel there, which requires the blue power. We've got the shaker, which requires the blue power and water as well. So now this is filled up, ready to go. So you'll come around the side here and you'll see that it says Trommel, shaker and Duplex Jig. So we'll pretty much come in here to our generator. We can turn on our Trommel, our shaker, Duplex Jig as well. So you can see everything will be powered, but there's still no water running. So we'll need to kickstart this, and you'll see now we've got shaker going, the water running. We've got our Trommel spinning, and our Duplex Jig's got its power as well. So now all we need is to start filling this bad boy up. So I won't do that here as part of this tutorial. I'll do that as a separate tutorial, but you can see that the rocks will come into here, shake it around. The big rocks will get discarded straight out to there, the ones that don't fit through the grill. And then, if I can jump out of the way, rocks will get shaken off the top, down through here, get discarded. The little rocks in the dirt will get down into here and will get washed down. We'll go through the trommel, which will allow the dirt and the gold to come down through here. So this only collects gold in the mats, then this collects gold and magnetite as well. Then there'll be more rocks and excess dirt that we don't need here get discarded on the ground there, and you'll also get rocks getting kicked out the bottom here. So that's going to be it, guys. That's how you set up the tier 3 wash plant, the highest tier wash plant we've got at the moment in the game. So hopefully this helped. If it did, smash that like button, leave a comment and let me know if it's helped you or not, if there's anything that you would have done different. You know, any comments, I do read them all, I do reply to them all. Hopefully these tutorials have been helping you guys a lot. I know there's been a fair few comments from certain people saying that this is helping them a lot and they can't wait to get the game and follow our step-by-step tutorial. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Smash that subscribe button. Make sure you tick the bell next to it to receive notifications. That way you get a notification every time I upload. It's been Brito's Gaming. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.